Hello, happy
Whoa!
Friday. Welcome to the show. This is Pop Up Stage with Darren and Mag on a Friday afternoon. How's it going, guys? How's it going, Darren?
I was actually quite impressed with the opening. I was like, wow, got a countdown.
We started that once and then after that I completely forgot about it. So I must remember that for 2022.
Yeah,
Huh.
you should put it like as a preset, you know what I mean? I'm sure
So
you
that
can do
everybody
that.
gets ready. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just drop and drag and drop things in.
Yep, we should
But
do that and improve the show as we go along the way. Like that's
yep,
all
yep.
about, that's what we want to do here
That's
on
true.
pop-up stage. Yeah. So it's a Friday and it happens to be our final interview for the year, kan,
Yep,
this year.
yep.
It's been a
So
really interesting one.
yeah, so we've talked to all sorts of people, from Singapore, from Thailand, from uh, I mean, obviously our local artists, a lot of them, and ones, that we probably never thought that we'd interview, So I think it's quite cool to be able to speak to all these amazing people throughout the entire year. It's been a year since we've got this show going. We started April 2020. That was when it kind of like started, right? And then up till now, so it's a little bit more than a year now. I think we've made a couple of changes along the way. Like the cameras got better, the audio got better. So yeah, hopefully 2022, we'll be able to do it live from our studio because the studio is up and running. But there are certain things that we just want to put in place to make sure that it's all good. So yeah, studios in Wanatama. So if you guys live around the area, come and visit us. The space is cool. We can do like performances in the studio and all that stuff too. So that's cool. And yeah, so this is our last interview for the year, and Christmas is next week. So
Yeah, so fast. It seems like
yep,
2021 just flew by and suddenly we're like, we're done already?
yeah. That's, I guess, when you're focused on doing stuff, or at least when you're focused on not doing stuff, then time kind of just passes by
Pass
lah,
by.
without you
Absolutely.
realize, that it's already end of the year.
Now,
Um,
I want to say something though. Darren said that the studio is ready and running, and of course, we will be back at the studio next year to continue with pop up stage. But we have changed our website address, so it's no more www.aforadio.com. It is now on afo.my. So it's onafo.my. So that's the new website. You can actually go there. Everything is there for you. If you are just coming by for the first time, go check it out and find out more about us and the shows there as well. So now let's go on to pop up stage. Every Friday, we talk about the latest tracks that have been released by our local artists, and we kick it off with bulletin board. So, Darren, take it away.
yeah, let's start it off with something, a little bit more dancey. This is by a producer and DJ who goes by the name of Rimka. So let's check this track out. She just put out an EP called Ank, and there are 3 tracks on there. But let's check it out. This track is called Dark Places.
She's ready for New Year's Eve party.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, but we cannot have New Year's Eve party, right? Cause
Yeah
later got
lah.
Omicron.
Dark places.
You know what? The song is 7 minutes long, but you know that something's coming. And that's what I like about this like house music. It's just that it's just developing one layer on top of another layer on top of another layer, and then there's just more and more elements. And I
All I
had the
can say is 7 minute songs for a radio announcer means that's your toilet break. Play a 7 minute song and you can run to the toilet and come back. That's what we
yeah.
used to do.
But yeah, I mean, check that track out. You know, it's also on a playlist that I've created on Spotify called New Malaysian Releases. So go and check that out. But I'm gonna play you a new one by Nick. Okay, NYK, and also it's a collab with an Oz and like a Singaporean artist called BRB. So NYK BRB. Let's check it out. It's called Oop.
Oh yeah, you got me like, oh, I lost it. Oh, I'm from Blend. If you could just take what you want, would you take it? Even if it meant making my heart break. Oh, la, 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 la. Oh, la, 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 la. If you could take what you want, girl, just take it. 'Cause you don't care if it's making my heart break. Oh girl, why you always do me like this? Beaches with the honey glazes got me tripping. Sunset on our face, yeah, it's perfect. But you've been wanting for so much, my girl, what's happening? Like, hold up, all you wanna do is get turned up. Instagram couple slow fire.
Cool. I love that track. You know, I really love the vibe. I think Nick has always had this bounce to his voice, you know, and it's cool. Definitely like it.
What do we
Yeah.
have next?
Okay,
He's
so
actually very consistent with releasing tracks, and
I
he
think this
grows.
year, let's see. Like this year, I don't think he released that much music this year. To be honest,
I think we have previewed. I think three. I think of his.
Okay, let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did he?
5. He actually put out 5 tracks.
Ah, see.
Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, cool. Let's check this next one out. Okay. This is by Amelia Soon, a brand new one, Glitter and Gold. Let's check it out.
He puts flowers in my hair and tells me that I'm pretty. No one's ever said it like that. It makes me feel so happy. He says you can trust me, so I follow him right to this place where our story begins. Inside our own little snow globe, everything is perfect. Time doesn't know that we're here now, and it's just the way we like it. We're falling fast, dancing slow, sun shining through the window. It's glitter and gold.
It's so good. You know, it sounds like, you know, I think Amrita has grown, you know, from just being a solo person, and then now, you know, she's got like full on production and all that going with her
Correct.
tracks, and I think, you know, it sounds good. It sounds like it's a track that's, you know, produced by an American, like any other international artist, you know. So very
Well, it
cool
is
track.
actually because it's co-written with Sarah Peterson.
Okay.
So, it was like a collab, and then they recorded both in her room and Sarah from Nashville. So it's
Right.
interesting, yeah. And she just released it today. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Okay,
But
we'll
it's
check.
so true to the way Amrita writes her songs, though. You
Yeah.
actually feel it. There's a
Yeah.
whole story to it. Very
And I
nice.
feel like, you know, she's so underrated. She definitely deserves more love. That's for sure.
Definitely. Definitely.
But yeah, okay, let's check this last one out before we get our guest on today. This is Brian C. With his track called Together.
I was born feeding the dust. I built my reputation, fought for recognition. I was raised an underdog, would take any evasion, and without hesitation. I've been there, I saw what you saw, and I felt what you felt. So you don't deserve this. Step by step, I will be there so you'll never be lonely. I will teach you all I know. And if I have to, I will lift myself up to the heavens. I'll take you out of hell. No matter where you wanna go, I will help you all I can. And it won't be long till you fly away.
Cool. What an amazing sounding track. I think it's just pure amazing, man. Yeah.
I think you just
dropped-
want to listen to the whole song, right?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I'm like,
So I just dropped him a message saying how good the song is, so we might have to get him onto the show as well. and
Definitely.
talk to him, yeah.
for sure. So there you go. These are tracks that you can actually check out on Spotify or any of your digital streaming platforms, and it is available. Of course, if you go to Spotify and you check out Darren's playlist, it's called New Malaysian Releases. It's all there. Okay, so if you're heading out anywhere for the holidays and you want music to keep you company, there's a whole load over there. Just go and listen to it, because then you'll learn and enjoy, or rather, you'll learn to enjoy homegrown talent, more like it. Yeah. So there you go. It's time for us to bring on our guest this afternoon. She is our final guest before we close the curtains of Pop-Up Stage for the year 2021. Wow, I didn't think I'd say that, but yeah. So Darren, who do we have?
I think, Mac, you should introduce her.
Okay, so when I was told about her, I was told that she is a singer, songwriter, she's a solo artist. And I got to speak to her and she goes, oh, we decided to call ourselves now a band. Okay, so there's so many great things about her. And yesterday when I posted this show, right, the promo for this show on my Instagram, a lot of people actually message me and it's like, oh my goodness, she's so good, you should really it's good that you're having her on the show. Her voice is amazing, she does so much great things. So let's bring her on. Her name is Beza. Well, her stage name is Beza, and she's from Beza Cabeza right here on Pop-Up Stage. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Yeah. Feeling excited and nervous.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me on Pop-Up
Welcome to the
Stage.
show.
Yeah.
Which is more, nervous or excited?
Ooh, it's always a mix of emotions with me. Never just one emotion.
That's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah.
They say for as long as you are still nervous doing what you love, that means you still love what you do. So
Oh,
that's a good
yes.
sign.
I agree.
So Beza, you've never been on Pop-Up Stage before. This is our first time having you on the show. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about yourself. I read your profile and I kind of like the line that goes, she can be an absolute angel one day and stubborn as a mule the next. Aren't we all like that?
Yeah, so it depends on the people I meet as well. Okay, so about me, I'm Beza, singer-songwriter from Sabah, and I just moved here actually 3 years ago, and I've been writing songs like forever, and I think I chose like the few ones that I really liked, and then worked on it with my band, and then we worked on this album. Actually, we started this year because it was under funding, and then we finally had some funds to begin doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, so this album is about all the stories, I've been writing. Every time I have like a thought, and sometimes I would key it in my phone, or I would like just write a line, or a tune comes to my head and I record it, and then some of it something will happen out of these small ideas and the stories that I have in my head. So that's how I got to writing this album. Yeah. And then I got this band together end of last year, I think. And then we
Okay,
decided
so let's talk about the band, right? You started
yeah.
off as a solo artist and now it has grown Beza Cabeza as a band. So
Yes.
tell us more. Why did you evolve from being just a solo artist and now as a band?
Mostly because I can't play every instrument. That's the first one, and I actually want. I like working with people. As you can hear in if you heard my music, I like having a lot of voices around me. So I like the feeling of people making music with me, and then everyone around me. I like that kind of feeling, like everybody doing things together. Yeah, I think if I worked alone, I wouldn't have all this input from other people. So this is not me. It's like other people having their input in this album, and then it's like growing. If it's only just me, it will. That's it. That's the limit. So I like having everybody's input in my music. Yeah, and
Very nice.
I kind of like how it turned out in the end. Yeah.
So how
that's how I
many
started.
of there are you in the band? There's 5?
Yes, 5. So there's Hanyun, Hingli, Rashman, and Adriel. Four very talented young boys in the band.
And how did you find them, and how did you select them to be part of your band?
Actually, it's through. I knew Rashman. I knew 3 of them. Rashman, Hanyun, and because they worked with me before, so I asked them, for like a bassist, which is Hingli, and so we got this band together. I think they're very, how to say, they're quiet, but they have a lot of ideas in their head. Even during recording, they were like, okay, maybe we should put this, and then I like that kind of work. That like, maybe I should put this. It's not just like I give them the score and then they just play whatever's on the score. They will try to put in their own magic. Yeah, so I felt that I really like that about this band, and when everybody starts giving ideas. Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, I think it's always important for everybody to kind of like chip in and share their part, and that's how you kind of like develop your identity as a band, and I think that's cool. But the band started this year, is that what it is?
We got together last year. But we were kind of like maybe there was sessionists, or maybe we should be a band. We weren't sure yet, and I wasn't sure where they felt they want to be. So but this year I was like, this is our album, okay? It's not just mine. I really want you on my team, and but then so I think I got the band together.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Darren, did you have any other questions that you wanted to follow up
Yeah, I
with?
was gonna ask.
Because
So,
I can
like,
see him thinking.
So I was gonna ask, like, so with a band like this, it's quite a large band. I mean, do you feel like there are any challenges, because like sometimes when you're sharing ideas, you can get a lot of push and pull, right? So,
well, amazingly, the ideas kind of, they always, if one person gives an idea, the others will say, okay, let's try it. If it doesn't work, okay, let's try another idea. They're very good this way. There was no fighting. The only challenge I would say is like getting everyone together, getting everyone's free time. Like today, no one was free. I think that's the biggest challenge.
Understood. Definitely understand, like time management within a band and all that. Sometimes, it's crazy.
Yeah, and also during MCO, actually we wanted to record, but we couldn't because restrictions. Everybody was living everywhere else.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about things like during the MCO.
So you're from Sabah. The rest of the band, are they from the Klang Valley or also from Sabah?
Rashman, the keyboardist is from Sarawak. Adriel
Okay.
is from Sabah also. Actually, same hometown as. And then the Hingli and Hanyun are from here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm glad that you guys work so well. And is this your first album together?
Yes, it's
Yes.
also my first album ever.
Okay. This is your debut. That's pretty cool. All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the name Beza Cabeza. Where did you get it from? What was the inspiration behind it?
Well, it started with Beza first because full name is Annabelle Eliza Tew, so I just took letters from my name and said, oh, Beza, okay. And then there was a card that was Beza after that. Oh my gosh, but never mind about that. And so after that, we were like, okay, if I have a band, if I want a longer name, and then what would it be? And then we just found something that rhymed. Beza Cabeza. Cabeza means head in
Head.
Spanish. Yeah, so
Yeah.
like different heads, I guess. So it kind of
Yeah.
Beza Cabeza.
It actually has a really nice ring to it, and
Yeah.
you do actually have that spot on, different heads, because Beza
Yeah.
means different, right, in
Yes.
Malay as well. So it's quite
Yes.
interesting. And the band was okay to go with that name as well.
Yeah. They're always okay with everything. Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about your music influence. I mean, where does it come from? Have you always been doing music? Do you do it full time?
Yes, I've been doing music since forever. I think I started joining competitions since I was a kid, those Christmas competitions.
Wow.
And,
okay. Christmas competitions are like.
I know. My mom made me do it, so I just did it. But I kind of like singing. It was the only time where I could really express myself. Actually, it's better than me talking. Sometimes I
Okay.
feel that I express myself better. And my influences, there were a lot, because I can't even pinpoint what my music is when we discuss it with the band. So I would say my first really big influence was Michael Jackson. And there was Mariah Carey and Boys to Men, Spice Girls. And then in came Ella Fitzgerald and Diana Krall, and then Queen, and then Foo Fighters. And
So it sounds like it's a large spectrum, because you go from
Yes.
like from jazz
Correct.
to rock.
Yes, and the thing is, I kind of had no preference, because if the music moved me in the words or
Yeah.
something in the melody just hits me, it's like it doesn't matter what genre it was. I just would listen to it and absorb it. Yeah.
High five, sister. So do you think that actually helps you to grow in your music as well? I mean, how you write, how you actually create new tunes as well.
Yes, very much. Because when I write a song, and then I'm trying to find a feel for it, and then I would say like, who kind of write these kinds of songs, and then I would like draw influences from there. Yeah, it's like that. Okay, yeah. So if I want this to be like R&B, okay, I would draw from like maybe Whitney Houston or somebody like that. Yeah. So I think that's the thing about my music. It's like it doesn't kind of stay in one genre. It's sometimes it's kind of all over the place. Just like me, I'm very messy all over the place. I can't make up my mind sometimes, and it shows also in my music. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's mostly about the words for me. Yeah, the words.
For sure. So you're a storyteller then.
Kind of. Yeah.
So considering the fact that you get inspiration from different types of genre, what would you classify your type of music as?
My type of music. Well,
As
the
in-
band.
As the band.
The band called it Rojak. And we said, okay lah,
Okay.
Rojak berbeza lah. Ngam.
So
It's
you've
all
created
food
your own
also.
genre right now.
Yeah. Well,
That's
because we were
interesting.
discussing it a lot, and then no one could make up a mind what we were, and then we said we were alternative, but no, then we have this R&B with 15, 16 time signature in it. So are we jazz? And then no. So are we rock? No. Are we folk, kind of. Like, yeah, it's just a mix, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Darren, you gonna say something?
No, I think because that was actually the question I was gonna ask. Like what is your genre? And you just pretty much just said that it's rojak. So it's good. I think it's good because there's a band in KL too. Who used to call themselves Rojak Indie or something like that.
Oh.
And this band is called Son of a Policeman, and for many years they've always had like a mixture of different genres in their music. And then eventually
great.
now they've arrived at a place where they call themselves holiday music, so
Whoa.
it's like city vacation pop.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's a new
Wow.
vacation.
Yeah, so it's happy sounding indie pop, very synthy, like songs that you would actually make you feel like you're going on a vacation. So yeah.
Oh wow, definitely
Okay.
check them out.
That's pretty interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now we know that for you've created your own genre. It's called Rojak Cabeza. So that's one very interesting one indeed. Okay, let's talk about the album, your debut album, also the debut album of the band itself. So tell us more on how it came together. What was the process like?
It's mostly me writing something and then writing out a simple chord chart, and I would throw it to the band. Okay, do what you want. Let's do something out of this. And one song would take about like a few practice sessions because we will always like put in, I have another idea. Okay, let's work on it again. And then we tried performing it a few times, and then every time a new idea came in, okay, put it in. And every song was like that. I would just throw out songs. Okay, we have a new song today. Let's go to the studio. And this was pre-MCO. We did a lot of that.
Okay.
And when we got into the recording studio, which was a few months ago when MCO started lifting, June, July, and then we had more ideas. So we kind of spent quite a long time in the JD studio 2105, and we started recording. We recorded everyone together actually, except for me. Yeah, the whole band recorded together, and then they would like throw ideas. Okay, you do this. Okay, and then we record another take, and then we would choose the best version. Yeah, it kind of got together like that.
Nice.
Right. So
nice.
so the rest of the guys recorded in KL?
In the studio.
In
Yeah.
the studio. Okay, but
Yeah.
what about for you? So you moved from Sabah to KL as well, right?
Yes.
So you are here as well.
Yes.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, because I recorded at home actually. All my vocals, because as in my album I always like a lot of layers of vocal harmonies. And if I didn't have enough funds to spend all that time in the studio, I was recording until 4-5 a.m. mostly in the night. And so I recorded from my house.
Right.
Yeah, so it may not be like super treated. I did the best I could with the funds I have, with the resources I had. Yeah.
That's true. I actually just came back from JD studio last night, so I had a
His
session.
studio is great.
Yeah, I've been going to his place for the past 10 years or so.
Wow.
We started out in 2008, so we started going to him in 2009, 2010. And he's recorded like all of our albums and stuff. So,
Wow, awesome.
It's it's always fun experimenting and learning new things from him. But yeah,
Ah.
but today's not about me. It's about you.
All
So
right.
so the
All
entire
right, so let's
album
watch
was
it.
recorded all at his place, right?
Yes, the
Okay.
band, the band
The
part.
band
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
Mm.
So how many tracks are on this album? I mean, Meg, did you ask this already?
Not yet. I was
Yeah.
going to. Go ahead.
Yeah.
There are 8 tracks, but there's one song that's done in 2 versions. One with the orchestra, which is the Virtual Community Orchestra Malaysia. I think it started this year. Last year, during MCO, there was this online orchestra that started
Right.
just to give opportunities for people to earn, musicians to earn.
Nice.
It was a hard time for a lot of musicians. So,
Yeah.
a big shout out to them. They were really good. They gave me this opportunity. I was a cellist on their this orchestra, and then there was one time they asked me to write this song, patriotic song, which was Bangun. And they gave me this project. They took comments from people on Facebook and make it into a song.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's yeah, that was my one and only song with them
Mm.
on, and then I decided to do it with the band as well, just to give it a different flavor. So there's two versions of this song, one orchestra and one band version.
It's actually a
Yeah.
really good song. I listened to it and I was like, wow. Yeah, I did think, yeah, this is very Malaysian. And, it's very inspiring because it kind of is a call to action for a lot of Malaysians. So
Yeah.
we'll take a listen to that one later on. Uh, I want to know, right? The title of the album is Journal of the Rebellious Sweetheart.
Yes.
Tell
Yeah,
us
that,
more about this title.
well, yeah, because it's mostly what I have in my head, and then it's kind of like written like in a journal, but in a form of a song.
Okay.
And rebellious sweetheart. My mom always called me a rebel. She used to call me baby rebel. But then some people say I'm very nice. So I'm like, so what am I? Am I a rebel? Am I nice? So I said, maybe you a bit of boy, you're naughty and nice, okay? And then so it became a
Oh,
journal of the rebellious sweetheart. Sometimes I write really, really sweet stuff, and sometimes I just want to, bash something, throw a punch
a
in the
mix of
wall. So
a
it's
mix of
okay.
everything.
This is the journal that came up.
So, how
Yeah.
did you select the 8 songs to actually fit with the title of the album?
Actually, how to say? Actually, there was another song I wanted to fit in, but yeah, but it didn't get in because it was a
Didn't
very
hit
old
the
song.
mark.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually black. It's also on my Spotify. Oh yeah, but we actually chose the ones because of the time constraint that we have, um, to put the songs that we played the best.
Mm.
Yeah, so we choose the right mix of songs. Okay, this one and this one, it is not all the same mood and something. Okay, and then we put it all together, and these are the ones we played the best, and the band had the most times to perform and practice it. So I said, okay, this is it. Yeah, if we had more time, of course there would be other songs that I would put in, but yeah, time constraints. Throw the punches.
Understood.
Hi, Kev.
Understood. So, of course, our viewers are sending in messages. Thank you so much for sending in messages. If you do have a question, you can type it in the comment section below as well. We'll say hello to Arlene, Ansayo, and Kevin, who's watching right
Oh,
now.
my mom's
Now,
watching.
okay. Out of the 8 songs, Beza, which is your favorite?
My
Okay, before you
favorite.
tell us your favorite, tell us what are the titles of the songs first, and then give us the favorite.
Okay, first one is Rantau, and second one is Spring. Third one is Hilang, I think. And then there was Say, and then Supreme, Lost and Found, Bangun. I think I said that. Yeah,
Yeah,
Bangun.
that's
Yeah,
all.
okay.
I was
Yeah,
actually going to continue with the list.
my favorite is so hard to choose. I would say it's Hilang, because that's the first song. The first song I ever wrote when I just started learning the ukulele, and
Right.
I was just there. Now I have 2 ukuleles. Yeah, I didn't even know how to play. I was just pressing anything, and then I said, "Oh, this sounds good." And then I made a song out of that. It's like, oh my gosh, how did I do that? Yeah, and that time it's really a very personal song to me, because the time, I was showing love, and I just wrote the song, like the words just came out, and then tears came out. I'm like, okay, yeah, I think this one is one of my favorites.
It's an
Acoustic.
emotional song for you.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so we have questions in our comment section. Kevin is asking if you like singing under pressure. That's a
Ooh,
tricky
yeah.
question.
No, not really.
Depends on what it means by under pressure.
Yes, under pressure. If like there's someone just sing now, I'm like, oh, yeah. I can't say I like singing under pressure. But I am used to singing under pressure. Yeah, getting on stage when I'm not ready or I'm super stressed, and then when I get on stage, actually after the first song it disappears. So yeah, but I think pressure is a good thing, because it pushes you to do something out of your comfort zone, and it makes you, it teaches you how to react, in different circumstances. So while I don't enjoy it, I won't say that I don't welcome it. Yeah.
Okay.
You
If
get
we
what I
ask
mean?
you to sing right now with the ukulele that's behind you, you can do that too.
Okay. You want, really?
Okay, let's take a look
Karen,
at
you
more.
want me to?
I will think about that and get back to you. But next question, Shakir is asking, does the songs in your journal album cover a certain period of your life? And if yes, do you still relate to that?
Oh, yes. Actually, all of them, when something happens, or I'm feeling angry about something, I would write a song based on that time, what I'm feeling, my opinions, or what my emotions. So yes, all of it still applies to me. If not to me, I hope it would apply to people going through the same thing. Like for Supreme, I wrote it when I was really heartbroken because, I was hurt, heartbroken, and then this one was a message for the ladies. We are sometimes brought up to think we have to sacrifice, and things like that, and giving to the boyfriends all the time. Of course, this applies also to the guys, because you have to know your worth. You have to actually love yourself first before getting into a relationship. If not, you don't know how to even love, yourself, how you love other people. So it's things like that. And then so then I was angry at the government, and I was like, say, and I was feeling like, why is it so unfair? Why is this thing happening? And then say came out. So it still applies to, when we have this political thing, even though I hardly know anything about politics, it was just my feelings. And Rantau was when I was traveling, and I felt like I missed home so much. So that's why there was that Malaysian beat for Rantau. But at the same time, also thankful to be able to travel, because it just, it opens your eyes. You don't know how much you love your country or how much you're missing if you don't travel. That was the message of the song. You have to actually broaden your wings to appreciate what you have. So that was Rantau. Yeah. Spring was like, it was a new beginning for me. So I wrote the song about flowers coming up, as just as a metaphor. I felt like this is coming to KL. This is a new beginning for me. I need to start growing, get out of the cold comfort zone. And so I think it applies every time I look back at this song. Everything still applies to me. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Shakir, I hope you got your answer there. Kevin says lovely, and he also says singing under pressure, you make singing look effortless. And that's why he actually came out that
Thank
question.
you. I haven't
So
met Kevin for so long.
We've got Ansai who's saying congratulations to you. Thank you so much. Shakir says,
Thank you.
fantastic. If you don't know how to love yourself, how can you love others? That's damn good advice. Indeed, it is. And we've got Wong Jojo saying,
thank you.
Okay, so now that we know your personal favorites and we know the story behind every single one of the tracks, which is brilliant. You actually explain everything. Which was the most difficult to actually create or produce?
I would say it was Supreme and Bangun.
Why?
Bangun was first Bangun, especially the orchestra one, everyone recorded at home. So that one, some people recorded with the phones for the violins. So it was quite hard for the mixer, which was Hyrule, to mix everything to sound perfect, And our Supreme is because it's a bit more of a complex song. And there was this funny time signature in the middle, which was, I don't know why I wanted to put that, because that time I was feeling super jazzy or something. I wanted to have some jazz in there, but but I kind of like the feel, there was something like very unstable in the middle. So I guess that one had a bit more problem. I would say the ones where I recorded all my vocals at home had also a slight problem in the production, because I didn't treat my room well. So always a note for singers to treat your room properly first if you want to record at home.
But
Yeah, but because we were quite rushed, so I did what I could. But more, if super difficult, I would say, yeah, it was what the product that came out. I was quite happy with it, despite the circumstance. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. Yeah.
Nice. Darren, you were going to say something?
no, I just wanted to say, like, sometimes, like, it's in the imperfections that becomes beautiful. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, maybe your vocal
Yes.
tracks, they may not sound as clean, but because of that, that kind of like creates your own sound. For
That's
example,
true.
like Rolling Stones, my brother's an engineer, so a sound engineer.
Oh.
So he tells me, like, we talk about like music production and all kinds of things all the time. And he was saying that, Rolling Stones got their signature sound out of a mistake that had happened
Oh
in the
wow,
studio.
that's interesting.
Yeah, man.
So that's how they eventually emulated the sound live and all that as well. So it was a mistake.
Oh my gosh, I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Because some people were giving me feedback about the sound, but I said I kind of like the sound, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe this is okay for my ears. Maybe it's not okay for yours, but
Yeah.
yeah,
That's true. I
I-
mean, like, everybody has their own preferences, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I guess it's you as an artist, what you feel like works for you creatively is the most important,
Yeah.
And then later on, people will catch on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I
That's
have
true.
to agree. But it's really
Wow.
cool, right? If something great comes out from a mistake or, an
Yeah.
imperfection, kan? You're
Wow.
like, oh,
Thank you for saying that, Darren. It's like really brightened up my.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kevin has another question. I think part of his question we've actually asked you earlier. He says, is the album self-produced or who was the producer? And how is it different being a solo singer before compared to writing with the band?
Everything was self-produced. If you mean like, do I have a producer working on my music? No, everything was on our own. So listening to the mix also, we were going back and forth with me and the person who mixes and then the band. So yeah, I do wish I had a producer though. Yeah, but no, and nothing was produced. Being a solo singer and with a band, like I said earlier on, solo singer, my music vocab is only this, and when other people comes in, it becomes this. So that was the difference. I really like having people's input. Every time I would give people just a simple chart, sometimes I wouldn't even tell them what I wanted. I said, let's just play something. So that was the process. That was the difference. If solo, I just do it like how I feel I want the
Yeah.
music to be. Yeah.
Okay. So the whole process of creating this album, did you guys actually hit a bump, or did you face any challenges producing all of them? Or it was a
Challenges?
smooth ride all the way?
Oh no, MCO was the biggest bump.
Yep.
Yes,
I agree.
we couldn't get together for months, and then because I was funded by Chandana for this album, and we only had this time frame, and then MCO was right in the middle of it, and we only recorded 2 songs before that, and then we had like 5, 6 more songs to go. Like, oh, and then we couldn't get into the studios as well. Our studios were closed. So once it lifted, I was like, go. And then everything was quite rushed. That was the biggest bump. Everything was so rushed that, sometimes details just get lost. And then you just want to do, okay, it sounds good enough. Actually, I uploaded the album twice before this on Spotify. And then I noticed the mistake and I took it off again. And then I said, oh, please change this because, yeah. So it was back and forth. It was the 3rd upload that I said, okay, this is it. Let's go with it. And
You're happy with
yeah,
it? Yeah.
yes. So
Okay.
that was it. It's just time, I wish we had more time to do it.
Okay. All right. I think a lot of people wish that, isn't it? I mean, the MTO did come and kind of, messed up our lives for a little while, but
Oh,
there were also good things that came from the MCO, so let's not complain about it. Now that the album is out there, what would you like to tell all your fans and everyone who listen to the album? What would you want to tell them before they listen to the album?
Mm, tell them about what to expect, or
Anything.
mm,
You want to tell them what to expect? You want to tell them, how it's made, or you want to tell them how to feel? Totally up to you.
yeah, just go into it expecting a lot of different stories, a lot of different emotions. Yeah, I think there's kind of everything for
Okay.
everyone inside, a bit of everything for everyone inside. And yeah, it's just a lot of messages. So
Mhm.
for me, it's like I pay a lot of attention to the words that I write,
Hmm.
and there are a lot of hidden meanings in it. If you could if you want all of the lyrics, they are on available on my Bandcamp. Just type Beza Cabeza. All the lyrics are there, and I will be putting it on Spotify maybe this week or next week. Yeah, so it's the words and how the words relates to the music. So it's supposed to blend together. When you listen, just yeah, keep an open ear, an open mind, an open heart. Yes, it's just it's just me. All of this music, all of these stories, it comes really from my heart. Every time I listen to the end product of the one song, the tears would just come, and I said, I don't believe
Oh,
it's a song right now. Oh my gosh. And yeah, it's a lot of emotions, a lot of blood, sweat, tears. I cried over this song so many times. People said, what kind of song is this? Why you do it like this? The feedbacks that I got. And I said, oh. And then there's one point I just say, okay, this is
Yeah.
my baby, okay? Don't get to
Yeah.
say nothing bad about my baby. Okay, this is how I like my baby to be. This is how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's me taking a stand for the stories that I want to tell and how I want my music to sound. And yeah, it's a lot of heart in there. There's none of it that I just wrote in one day, or recorded in one day. It's all a lot of process going into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
nice.
And
Love
that's
it.
true. I think it's absolutely important for you to, have your own signature sound and have it your way. Because like for many artists, they are confined to a certain sound because maybe they're signed to a major label or something. But
Yes.
Where?
you're an independent artist, do whatever you want. Like you see, the thing about being independent is that there will always be a listener. Because there will, like, some of the craziest and weirdest bands are in Malaysia. Venopian Solitude, they are pretty crazy. They are very out there. But they've played major music festivals, and they were part of the Red Bull Music Academy and stuff like that. And because they retain their sound, and over the years it just grew with people.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
just do you. If you feel like that's the
Absolutely.
direction you want to go,
Yes.
by all means go ahead.
Yep.
Yes, I
Yeah.
so agree with that.
Absolutely.
It's true though. When you sign on to a major label, you just have to. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole different story for another day.
Yes.
Called sacrifice. Okay, so where can our viewers and your fans go to listen to your music? Where is it available? The whole album, and direct them to your social media pages as well if you have one.
hmm Yeah. It's available on Spotify, on Tidal, on Bandcamp, and Apple Music, iTunes. Just type Beza Cabeza, and it's not on. I think it's on YouTube also. Beza Cabeza. Yeah.
Yeah, should be.
And
Okay.
everything is Beza Cabeza. On Facebook also, I'm Beza Cabeza.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So head on and go check her out on social media as well as stream her album. It is really nice because they all have very different sounds and they're all very different from each other as well. So if you listen very closely, you'll hear and enjoy and absorb the message that she's actually, trying to send to you, and you may resonate with that message as well. So go listen to it right now, okay? And I think it's time for us to play you the preview as well. So let's go. Beza Cabeza right here on AFO Radio.
Hilang, hilang, hilang aku dalam bisikanmu. Hilang, 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 tapi aku jelas sadar inilah nyata. Oh, biarkan aku hinggapi pohon layu, akarnya kan bertumbuh di sayapku. Waking up after Malaysia, waking up after Malaysia, besok ku patut amalin rezeki. Waking up after Malaysia, what does one heart, one nation mean? Time to wake up my Malaysia, bangun wahai Malaysia.
Congratulations, Beza, on your album. It was released on the 26th of November. We're a little late, but it's never too late to promote a local track here on Pop-Up Stage.
Thank
I do
you.
have to apologize because I sent Darren the wrong photo. That's not the cover art for her album, but you can go check it out on all the streaming platforms. Okay, it's called Journal of the Rebellious Sweetheart. It's really nice.
That's actually a
Darren, what
band photo, right?
yeah, that's the band photo. When I did it, I'm like,
At
hey,
least
this
it's the
is not
correct
right
band.
photo.
At least it's the correct band.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine if you send me the wrong one?
If I send you the wrong band, I need to be shot, I tell you.
Oh, siapa tu?
That's why she'd be wondering if that's my song, but that's not me, that kind of thing, you know. So, yeah, thank God for that one. Phew. All right, so we are very happy for you. Congratulations on the release, and we love the songs as well.
you.
Are you working on anything else to be released in 2022? Since it's just
Yes.
2 weeks
Actually,
away.
we have I have some more music to be recorded. Also, we're doing music videos for Hilang and Rantau next year. Yeah, also funded by Shendana, that one. And
Okay.
yeah, that's the plan for now. And doing some acoustic versions of the songs in the album as well with different artists.
Nice. Very nice. So right now, which one has a music video already? Is
Lost
there?
and Found has a music video. Yes.
Okay, that's
That's
brilliant.
cool.
Okay.
All right.
So before we let anyone go off our show, we'll always play a little game. It's called What's on Your Mind. So we'll ask you a quick question and you give us a quick answer. It's very easy,
Oh.
lah, don't worry.
I'm
Okay?
very slow.
When was the last time you did a test?
What test? Oh, last year. I had fever.
No. As in like a
Exam.
test. Exam.
Oh, test. Wow. 2007.
Wow.
Forever.
That's like 14 years
I
ago.
immediately thought it was COVID test.
Nah. Okay, but cool. So this one is not like an exam lah, okay? It's easy stuff.
It's simpler.
Yeah. But okay, so let's go. The first question is, if making music is your dream job, would you want to continue making music or win the lottery? I answer first, okay, Mac? I just want to win lottery. Okay, just give me that, the
But
grand
wait.
prize, 10 million or something.
Yeah.
I will be
I
happy.
mean, if you win, I win lottery, then you can still continue doing music, right? Or
If
you
I
just-
win lottery, I don't want to do music anymore.
I mean, I would have money to, do music on the side and, not worry about the money,
But it's
So,
okay.
if I win lottery,
Don't have to
music.
worry about money. Chendana got a lot of money.
Wow.
There are no need to worry.
So you want to win the lottery and then
Build
continue
my own
making
studio
music.
lah, and then get a producer. Wow. Okay, win the lottery lah. I still can.
Okay, question number 2. You play the cello, the ukulele. What's the most useless talent you have?
Oh, useless talent you mean musically.
It doesn't
The
have to
most
be musically. Can you do something else that you
For
think is
example,
completely useless?
like rolling your tongue.
Roll your
You
tongue.
know?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
exactly.
for example, like my
ah,
girlfriend's sister, she can make her tongue look like a flower.
ah,
Serious?
Yeah, she will lower her tongue and then it will fold in, in a way that looks like a flower. It's ridiculous.
no, the most useless talent I can do is like flaring my nose when I'm angry. Like,
Okay,
Dragon.
that is a talent, but it's also pretty useless. Okay.
yeah, like,
That's pretty cool. Kevin says your jokes is your useless talent. He says, "Teruk lah you."
hey, still make people laugh, okay? Wrong
Okay,
stop.
question number 3.
Okay, as a singer, songwriter, and a performer, what is something that you don't like doing?
Don't like doing.
Yeah.
I don't like doing paperwork
Okay.
Okay.
or doing
Counting.
account. Yeah, anything to do with paperwork
Okay.
or tidying up. Yeah, I guess tidying up is my greatest weakness.
Okay,
Right.
cool.
Stresses me out.
Very
That's why my album cover is so very messy. A lot of things.
It
That's
looks
how I
like
am.
a very, very nice collage, though. It's like a whole,
Yeah.
it's like a mess.
Yeah, it's really a
Okay.
mess.
Final question: as a musician, what does success mean to you?
Success means that I'm still true to the music that I make, that I'm happy with the music that I make, that I'm not overly controlled with how I make my music. I think that's the greatest happiness. I think money or fame comes later on, because in the end, your music is the one that will stay on after you die. And if it's not from your heart, then it's like somebody else's product or something. So for me, that's the most important, that I am still true to the music that I make.
Yep.
Nice. And that, my dear, concludes what's on your mind this afternoon. So you did pretty well, not too bad. I
No.
really like the flaring of the nose thing, so it's pretty cute as well. So we've
Yeah.
come to the end of the show already. Darren,
Oh.
do you have any questions?
Oh, it's already.
No, I don't.
No. Okay, so before we let you go, Beza, do you have anything you want to say to all your fans who've been supporting you all these years?
Yes, of course, a big thank you. I always thought people wouldn't listen, but when you guys actually started listening, it's like I'm not doing this in vain. It made me feel like my message is getting out there, and it means so much. Every time I think about people, people who would, especially those who came to me and told me, "Oh, this song I really like this song." It made me feel things, and it means so much to me, because that means more to me than money, when the song actually impacts someone in a certain way. Yeah, so thank you so much for those who took the time to listen to my album. Tears coming out already. That's me. I mean, my
Aw.
emotions. Yeah, happy, sad, angry. Yeah, it's thank you very much. It's really from the bottom of my heart. I really, really appreciate anyone who even took a minute to listen to my songs. Yeah. Yes.
All right. So Beza, thank you so much for joining us right here on Pop Up Stage. And we're gonna wish you, all the best in all your future undertakings as well. We're gonna look forward to that music videos that will be dropping in 2022. In the meantime, since it's just a week away to Christmas, have a blessed Christmas and a wonderful start to a great new year.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Take care, Beza.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mary.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Darren.
All right, take care. See ya.
So there you go, Beza Cabeza right here on AR4 Radio's Pop-Up Stage. And that just brings us to our final part of the show, which is Pop-Up Picks.
Yeah. So for pop-up picks, we've got a couple of tracks, a mixture of languages as well. But we need to listen to this one because this is by Leila Sania and featuring Bunga. This is a major label track, but we'll play you 15 seconds lah. We give you belanja sikit. Let's check it out. All right, let's go.
纠结白若对错，红色的口红有1万种，承认世界下
Cool. It's a really cool track. You definitely need to check it out and listen to the
Definitely.
whole song. Yeah. So this next one is called it's called Highland by MDA, Z Nakal and Boy Tase. Okay, so let's check this one out. It's a Malay track.
Yeah, malam ni macam mana?
Malam ni naik genteng, malam ni naik
I answer you.
genteng, malam ni naik 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 genteng.
Okay, bro, I get it.
Step it, drive, jump, habis, bro. Yeah, whoa. I got a flow in the back for a minute. Swerve on the ride, got me drunk for a minute. Holding my gut while I spill for a minute. While I ball on lane as a chorus. And then life in the lane where the turns never ending. For the tire gon' burn, I'ma turn and spin it.
Very cool. It's got a bit of that Korean vibe as well.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. But yeah, it's a good like song to play if you want to go
While
to
you're
the
going up to
Highlands.
Genting.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. This next one is by The Propositions. What You Take Part 2. It's a 6-minute long song, but we'll find out how it sounds like. Let's check it out.
It's pretty cool. We started with a 7-minute, we're ending with a 6-minute song. That's cool.
Sounds like it's very dreamy.
Believe in symmetry and circles. Return to what we know. Through sweat and toil, through blood and soil, we reap what we sow. Find shadows in moments of light. Find light in moments of shadow. Find balance through our days, for there will be many. Do not despair. Through winds of change that blow a chill, through the sunlight that mocks, through words that bear us ill, through thunder that rocks. This
Cool. It's a really cool track. That's Brendan DeCruz, doing the spoken word section. But,
Nice.
if you guys want to check the full song out, check out the playlist on Spotify called New Malaysian Releases, okay? Now, we're going to play one last track before we say goodbye. This is by Victor Wong. It's a Chinese song, and I think it's cool. We got to feature all kinds of people, and this, I would say, he's probably like a featured artist like in Taiwan. Yeah, he signed the Taiwan Rolling Stone record and formed a singing group, so back in the day. So he is Malaysian but based in Taiwan right now. So but we'll just play it for you guys, because a lot of Chinese, like, this is how I feel a lot about the Malaysian Chinese artists, like the ones that sing in Chinese. They don't get enough love from Malaysia, until they go off to Taiwan or Hong Kong or China and make it big, and then they're like, oh yeah, that one Malaysian, then you want to start claiming, So I feel that the Chinese scene, should definitely show more love to Chinese artists locally. All right, let's check this one out.
帮你取暖，眼泪未干，天已经亮，比我爱你来的匆忙，写一首歌。
Very cool song. I mean,
Very.
as how a lot of Chinese songs are, they're always very slow and emotional,
Dreamy,
and
yeah.
very yeah. But it's cool, man. So if you guys like any of the songs, check it out. It's on a playlist called New Malaysian Releases. So by all means, add it, follow it. I mean, add that to a playlist that you follow. Okay. So
Best thing is to just listen to it lah. We
Yeah,
got, I
just
think, more
listen
than
and discover.
300 songs that's in
Yeah.
that playlist. And it's going to be
Exactly.
a good list to listen to if you're going on a break or going to go on a trip. And, at least if you listen to something and you go, hey, I like this one. Then you go Google the artist lah, and then, see all their previous work if there is,
Yeah.
and support them, because I think our local artists need as much support as they can get from us first. Like Darren's saying, the local Chinese artists don't get as much love as they would do if they go and make it big outside. But it's the same across the board, even for the English artists as well. We wait till something happens overseas and they go like, hey, yeah, that girl's Malaysian, or that guy
Yeah.
is Malaysian, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
what we're trying to do is to bring you as many local talents on the show so that you can find out more about them, the struggles they go through to bring you great music and their experiences as well. And most of the time, these people really do work very hard to bring you great music. Okay, so it's our role right now is to promote that and to help support them. Okay, so there you go. That's what Pop-Up Stage is all about. And if you'd like to be featured on the show, then all you got to do is drop us an email to popupstagemy@gmail.com. Okay, when you do that, we will get back to you and we will slot you in for an interview if you want. Or if you'd like us to preview your song, just send it to us. Send it our way. Okay? All right, Darren. So anything
Yeah.
else before we end the show?
That's it. That's it from us. So thank you guys and have a great weekend.
That's right. So look out for a Christmas show next weekend. We will be back soon. You take care. And this has been Pop-Up Stage.